Welcome to lab number 12. In this lab, we are going to try to enforce SELinux. So let's get right into it. Okay, already this is our system here again, and I'm already logged in as a VBox, as a root, sorry, my VBox machine. And so let us try first of all by installing the Apache web server, and of course the required SELinux tool. So I have already done that on my system, so I'll just display the commands how to do it so that we get to the heart of the lab. So already I'll just cycle back. And of course, that is how we are going to install the Apache web server and the required tools for SELinux. Now, once we do that, we can go on to restart the system, just as we see here. And of course, and also go on to enable the Apache server, just as you can see here. And then finally, we are going to add HTTP to our firewall. And of course, I can just put that in. It's already enabled. And of course, the last thing that we have to do is just to reload the firewall again, so that we are all set. So that is that. So we've done that. I've also gone ahead to set up a file in the web directory. So we are going to cd slash 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 html. So I've also gone ahead, and of course, if you do ls here, you see that there's an index.html file in that directory. Let us just do that file to see what is inside. So that we talk about that also. So okay, so in that file, you see that it's an HTML file with a header, a title, SELinux test that, and of course, if we have the body, which is this is a test of SELinux, and it closes. That is all about the file. That's all about the content of the file. So that is that. If we now do an ls z dash lz of that index file, what we are going to see is that that file belongs to the Apache web server system. And so that is that. So if we go ahead and open our browser and try to go to the local host of the machine, it should be able to load that file. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to open my Mozilla, and then we are going to see for ourselves. So again, if I do localhost, it's trying to get to the internet. If I do localhost, so you can see that the file displays. As you can see, this is a case of SELinux, so it displays. Now, this lab is to, if, for instance, this file does not belong to this particular web server. For instance, if we try to change the tag on this file, what happens? So we're going to do that. Sudo chcon today. Try to change the context of that. Okay. Still trying to, we're trying to change the context. So circle back and let us get it. Okay, so if we do that again, okay, it's not supposed to be there. It's TMP. Okay, so if I do this again, you will see that the context has changed. Now it's stem underscore T. And now if we try again to go back to the machine's browser, then we try again to see whether we can display the file. Remember now that the context has changed. So go back there and so write to localhost again. Just have forbidden, you don't have access to this resource as expected. So we are going to change back to change the context back so that it goes back to the Apache server. And to do that, we are going to use restore context. So we are going to simply restore this again. So the context has been restored back to the initial one. And of course, if we go back to the browser, we should to see the file display again. So, time, see that the file displays again as the context changes. So that's the end of the lab. You can see how SELinux follows up the various contexts, putting everything in containers and then following up. It's not if it is not from that container, it doesn't display. So that's the end of the lab. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.